We've been following breaking news all morning. We have just learned that someone was shot in Champaign. This happened near Country Fair Drive and White Streets near Gramercy Park Apartments. You are taking a live look now at the investigation. Police are still there. They first got the call at about 2 o'clock this morning. They've taped off the entrance off of Country Fair Drive, and they have been coming in and out of one of those buildings all morning long collecting evidence. We are still waiting for more information from police. We will update you as we learn that. A man was arrested in Decatur after forcing his way into a woman's apartment and shooting another man. This happened at Wabash Crossing Apartments on Martin Luther King Drive in Decatur. Police got a call from the woman at about 2 o'clock this morning, and when they got there, the man jumped out of the second-story window of the apartment and ran. Police chased the man and arrested him. They also found a gun. The man who was shot was taken to the hospital. Officials say all three of them know each other. One woman is facing DUI charges after a deadly car crash. This happened Saturday at West Church Street by Carson Avenue in Champaign. The car turned over onto its side, trapping the driver's boyfriend. Police say Marcus Williams and Valinda Bender were both taken to the hospital. Williams later died. Bender's blood alcohol level was 3 times the legal limit. She didn't show up to court, so now there's a warrant out for her arrest. If you know where she is, call police. It's the unofficial start to summer this weekend, and police want you to remember they're going to be watching. Officers started their Click It or Ticket campaign. Illinois has a nearly 95% seatbelt compliance rate, but fewer than half the people who die in crashes are wearing one. Police will still be ticketing people who aren't buckled up and arresting impaired drivers as well.
Taking a look outside in Charleston on your Roofing Dog iNet first mid weather camera at the cloudy skies that we have here to start off our day. Not really a big surprise for many of us. We've been seeing this for the past few mornings now. What we are going to see throughout today, maybe a little bit of a bump in temperatures. Yes, I know, mid and upper 60s, an increase from yesterday, but still not where we should normally be. Temperatures right now sitting in the mid 50s for much of the region. As far as our clouds and rain, most of that is off to the south and to the east, but yeah, some of that's being spread farther westward because we still have that low pressure system close by. Future track showing skies pretty much cloudy throughout the day. Yes, we might notice a few sprinkles here or there. Not expecting any rain chances though of any heavy rain chances by any means at all. We'll go into the night and we'll see more of those clouds in place. Eventually though, those will break apart and we'll get a little more sunshine tomorrow before we see our warm up ahead for the weekend, and we'll get more into that warm-up and show you the complete 7-day forecast here in about 5 minutes. Christy?
Thanks, Adam. Now we're going to take a look at the latest coronavirus numbers in the state. There are more than 2,300 new cases, bringing the total now to more than 100,000. 147 more people have died, bringing the state's death toll now to more than 4,500. Central Illinois is on track to move on to phase 3 next Friday. When that happens, bars and restaurants will be allowed to seat people outside, but tables have to be 6 feet apart and away from the sidewalks. Employees will have to wear masks as well. There are also recreational changes happening. Indoor and outdoor tennis courts can reopen. Golf courses will also be allowed to have foursomes on the same tee and use carts, and nail and hair salons as well as tattoo parlors are set to reopen. In-person retail shopping will also be allowed. You can find a list of more places that can open their doors at the end of the month on WCIA.com. The Pritzker administration is pulling back on an emergency rule that would have punished business owners who defy his orders. The governor threatened to jail any business owner who defies him, but he says he'd prefer to fine them, or if things escalate, pull their license. The threat alone has drawn intense pushback from businesses who say the government is overreaching.
Rules are harsher measures than anybody, including me, is interested in pursuing. A business that chooses not to follow the rules can recover from a fine. It is much more expensive to deal with being stripped of a license or forced to close.
Now the governor is going to the legislature asking them to give him an enforcement tool to allow police to write tickets only. While lawmakers are back in Springfield, it's now a requirement that they wear masks during session. Anyone not wearing one could be removed from the House floor. Representative Darren Bailey refused, so he was escorted off the floor. He says he's not sorry.
I have a choice to make if I want to put my mask on and go back in, but right now certainly isn't that time. I'll be monitoring and watching what's taking place in there. We have been in a super minority situation until this time. Hopefully, Republican leadership will wake up and force Democrat votes instead of siding with them.
Bailey says he isn't sure whether he will put on a mask to re-enter the Bank of Springfield Center before this week is over. He will be in Clay County courtroom on Friday, though, for the latest hearing on his lawsuit against the governor's stay-at-home order. Airports are feeling the pain of the pandemic as well. Willard Airport in Savoy is flying 90% fewer passengers than normal. Losses are stacking up, specifically in rental car sales and parking lot payments. Flights to Dallas, Fort Worth, and Charlotte have dropped to 1 day a week. Flights to O'Hare have been reduced to 11 a week. But they are hoping to come out of the crisis to increase travel demand once the stay-at-home order is lifted. In the meantime, the federal government has stepped in. Willard Airport got nearly $2 million from the FAA. Officials say they are using that money to keep full operations going and to avoid layoffs. 318 people were tested on the second day of the free testing at Marketplace Mall in Champaign. We told you that number was about 350 on Tuesday. They open again today from 8 until 4. We have more information about the site and the requirements to test for COVID-19 on WCIA.com. Well, that rain means mosquitoes, and one agency is asking everyone to take steps to protect yourself from West Nile. The Mosquito Abatement District indicator caught more than 3,000 mosquitoes over 16 hours. None of them tested positive for West Nile. Employees say it's hard to test when the first batches might test positive, but they say it sometimes happens at the beginning of June.
Look for sources of standing water and eliminate or rid those sources, or report standing water that might be in your neighborhood, and we can come take a look at those.
Last year, the first reported West Nile case in a person in Illinois didn't happen until late July, and that was in Chicago. Experts say there's no indication mosquitoes can transmit COVID-19. Well, just when it looked like the skies would be quiet this 4th of July, there may in fact be a fireworks show. A Blue Mound business owner says he is hosting a free fireworks display on July 3rd outside of village limits. He submitted a permit to Macon County officials and says they are on board with his plan. He says as an American, it's important not to let a year pass by without celebrating our freedom. That will wrap up the morning show on WCIA 3, but coming up when we make the switch to WCIX for the 7 o'clock hour of the morning show, we'll tell you how students at the U of I are working to help others through the pandemic. Before we get to that, though, let's get a check of our 7-day forecast with Adam. Lots of rain on that.
Yeah, we do. We have some showers and storms into the weekend, and stop me if you've heard this before. It's going to be cloudy today, plus mild afternoon with your highs only sitting in the 60s. A little bit of a better forecast ahead for tomorrow as we get back up into the mid-70s and then up near the 80s as we go into Saturday and in the 80s afterwards as we go through a lot of next week. But we'll have to deal with the showers and storms. They're not going to be too widespread, though, on one of those holiday weekend days. We'll let you know when coming up on WCIX, so join us over there.